Hello, welcome. There we go. I think I got this sorted. And we are connected. Alright, team. Welcome back. It is nearly 7 p.m. here in Spain. Oh, now about an hour later than I wanted to be, but had to catch up with a friend. It was a really good afternoon. Also spent some time in the good old sauna. It was great. So, excuse me. Man, eating too much food. So, been logging on to the market earlier today, having a look at a few bits and pieces, and I was looking because last night, what happened? So we closed. Just see if I can find the close. Because I think it was at 10. Madrid. So we got to the 18. Yeah, cool. So we were talking about how we were going to get slow bleed into the close. We didn't get that, surprisingly. We got the sharp drop after the market reopened and then powered up from there, which is pretty interesting. Sitting above that level overnight, and then at open today, we had this big bleed and then punch, which is pretty cool. So I think this must be open here. I might be wrong about that. Let me just double check. So we'll go exchange. 6 a.m. No, very wrong about that. Yeah, so I wonder what happened. Maybe there's some news or something like this. Anyway, nevertheless, in here, so 11, 12. Oh, getting confused with timing here because I just changed back. So, looks like we're getting a bit of recovery here after this rundown. We've had a big push down to the downside here. We've got some levels of resistance and support that we've drawn out. So looks like we've got a nice bounce from this previous support that we've drawn. But I'd be really interested to see what happens from here. I don't know how aggressive this bounce will be, and it may in fact be temporary for another short run down. I'm looking for an entry here. When I first logged on, I saw this kind of formulating, and I was thinking I'd love to see if I could take a long here, but I was stuffing around with the streaming software and all that kind of stuff. So but let's watch the price here. We'll make a decision on this pretty soon. I'd like to see another pullback in this location. Alright, let's see our stats from yesterday. So we're still down $591 on this account. This is the evaluation account. We've got a couple of good P&Ls the last couple of days, so 141, 157. But we're slowly clawing away back from this horrendous loss that we pulled out of our butts last week. We'd have 1,019. Basically did that by losing 26 trades approximately in a row, exiting some trades early, but I calling it basically losses, bad entries and very tight stops. So being really cautious, and we just end up losing a lot more money that way. So hopefully we get a little bit more of a move to the downside, consolidation, and then we just make a move. I don't think we'll continue going up from here. Very good. All right. Really want to see how this formulates, and we'll make a decision. I was thinking I was pretty keen to take that short, but I don't know, I feel a bit nervous after sitting down. I want to absorb what's happening in the market for a little bit longer before I make a trade. I don't need to rush into anything. Anything crazy? Few little snacky roos. So the level we're at the moment is 18,800. It's that big psychological level. Been bouncing from this level basically all day. We reached this level overnight. These are all-time highs. The NASDAQ. It's like the weekly. Yeah, crazy, man. Portion. We might have a little bit more to go. Overall, the market's looking so bullish. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th week of no pullbacks. So it'd be really interesting to see if we close above or below this resistance here on support. So that's 18,850, 870 kind of mark. So interesting. Let's go back down to the minute. Watch this formulate. We've got 53% of people looking for a short, according to the tilt indicator. I might have a quick squizzaroo on the S&P. Oops. Micro MES, that's right. So the S&P looks a little bit more interesting. It's funny, like when you got all the lines on the other chart, you kind of feel boxed in. You look at a fresh chart like this, you get a different perspective. It's quite nice, actually. Even I don't think that super strong. This looks nice and bullish on the S&P. The previous candle would have been a good entry on this move, but a entry on this would be awesome if you got like a little wick or something like that. Maybe the kind of trade that you might want to be in, something like that. What was it again? MNQ. Microdas. This move looks pretty good. People are flipping to the long side. Gold's still looking crazy long, 74% to the upside. Crazy, man. We've seen a few days like that, to be honest. So maybe people got in long here at 9 a.m. So the open, we're just at lunchtime now in the market. So maybe after that big bleed. Yeah, perhaps, man. Ideally, you would want to be in one of these other levels. It's getting pretty late in the game. 62, 69, 70. Oops. How's that practice looking? Up 6,500. Oh man, with a 71% win rate. We risked a lot though to make that happen. So it'll be interesting to see if we can improve our win rate on this one as well. 46% is pretty terrible. Alright, don't like that trade. I don't see anything happening there anytime soon for me. Let's go back to the NAS. Alright. Oh man, I don't think we'd be that far away from taking a short on this. Looks pretty nice for a short. Yeah, stop on this. I think we need to revisit this low before we continue on. I'd like to add to this. I'm just trying to think of the right spot too, because we might have a tad more to go. Go for approximately 1-to-1. We might have one more little leg up. We don't have to stop. Market's pretty undecided too. 49 to 51. Looking on the 5. We're all blues for the last few 5-minute candles. We're at some key resistance here, local anyway. Nothing too crazy. But you know what would be pretty cool if we finished off this little pattern here for 3. Would be pretty cool. As long as we don't break this high, then we should be good in this trade. I think that makes sense. There's something like that. It's not perfect for sure. this trade. I like this entry. Just to this downside here. They're potentially going for a entry long. Yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense. All right, next few minutes will be deciding factor on this trade. We definitely could keep going. Already flipped on the tilt indicator to the long side. It looks pretty weak. For my trade, that is. Not the price. Looks strong to the upside. Oh, I think we just got tagged out of that trade. Oh man. That's a bit brutal, isn't it? Just on that that wick. Okay. Okay. Let's see if it would have definitely done it. Yeah, it's interesting. When it hits it, it triggers the sell. So wherever it ends up in the next like quarter of a second, I guess. So it's sold for a loss of 184. It didn't quite do the 1-to-1. Super interesting. I think it makes sense. I really like this trade for a turnaround. I'm just not sure where the top is. We are breaking past this level that we talked about. So this will be interesting. I think we're due for a pullback. %of people still think we're going for a long. It'd be pretty crazy if we got a pull down from here. Let's go for this. We might need to average in on this. I like this trade. I still think we're going to go back down. How long it takes us. I'd really like to see a retouch of the 18,800. I'd really like to see that. Stop. Look at these moves here. Could very well. I like it for this one. I want to add to this trade as well. Maybe we were just slightly tight on that stop. It was the wonderful one though. Don't like doing much more than that. I'm going to add to this trade here. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens here. I really like the concept of it coming back down. I could be wrong. Just want to see a retouch. We are at lunchtime. So it could be really slow. 45 minutes to see. Hopefully, we don't break this high. We might do. Our next structure resistance is basically where we got our stop. So a 1-to-1 on this trade would be approximately there, right? Doesn't mean we have to stop though. Now we haven't exhausted this move just yet. 62% of people looking for longs here on the NAS. Yeah, unfortunate, isn't it? Still looks quite positive. I'm gonna go to the practice, add in a buy to this high. I'll go for a 1-to-1 on this one as well. Yeah, it just looks too bullish, doesn't it? Get rid of this. We've broken, essentially broken that trend, haven't we? But the nail on the coffin will be this high, right? Maybe that's where we might come to. Hopefully, what I'd really like to see is make a lower high. Lower high would be nice. Might be just slow trading for another half an hour. Might actually just be that way. Might not get our move. We'd have to be almost out of that trade on the practice, I'd say. Getting some flips to the short side now. The tilt indicator, 52 to 48. Still keen on long though. Yeah, we got pulled out of that trade. Whoops. It's fine. Let's see if we get the aggressive move we're keen on. Let's see. This is just on the practice. So we'll go for this high. Let's see if we get it. Hopefully, it's just... It did make a lower low, very, very slightly on a wick. But it's not the ideal close. Oh. Oh. I think we're in a long... I forgot about that. MES. Yes, I'm going to close that. Might have been a nice hedge to hold, but I don't know, just because I can't have it up on two screens, it's a bit precarious. Yeah, NQ. Alright, this is looking like a pretty aggressive move. Hopefully we go all the way. Could argue that this is a high of this. But that, to me, is just a pullback of part of this structure. So we have to get back below this trend, I think. I think we're going to make another candle back up here. We're breaking it, I think. Ooh. Turn it back around. 60% of people keen on a short right now. Jumping in on the action. I think this short still makes a lot of sense. Really like us to see us flush into these lows. How are we looking on the practice? We should be up quite significantly. And we're targeting the same. But, could turn around. Let's see. Looks like we've got enough momentum there. We're really looking for a big move. Give us the big move. We'd have to be pretty much guaranteed to hit this low now, shouldn't we? Have seen it turn around halfway before. We got 8 seconds left on this candle. .61% of people still very keen on a short. I'm going to leave the stop back up here. Hopefully we break this minute candle. So we're almost breaking it. 26 seconds left on this minute candle. Looks pretty heavy to the downside. That's a great close. It's a great close. Beautiful. 1400 on the practice. 160 on the live, baby. All right. Well managed trade. Very happy with that. In my head, during that trade, I was really keen to add when we were punching up here. But in my head, right, I was looking at what we already down. So we had up here. We already had lost. Gonna be in a bad trail. We've had that discussion a few times now. Yeah, I was thinking up here. Oh, yep. Be cool to add, but I was nervous because if I added to it, could very well hit my daily loss limit in one go. Very, very easily. There you go. Could have got a lot more out of that trade, surprisingly. Oh, look at it go. Yeah, wow. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. All right. I want to see how this now moves. Got some pre-drawn resistance and support here. So this will be the big one to watch. Yeah, it's a funny one with those trails, man. I've trailed many trades in the past. Maybe something I want to get better at. And this is a great example of a really good, really good trail. Clearly, right? Like retrospectively, it looks amazing. But say I trailed to the top of this candle. I've had circumstances. It hits here, comes to the top of that candle, and takes me out for half instead of the full amount that I was after. So it can be super, super frustrating when that happens. Oh, we got people flipping for the long pretty quickly. But you know what? I think there's going to be another white candle just to touch this. May get a pullback like this. But the big boys are playing now. This is a great spot to lose a lot of money. Man, that's good. That's really good. It's a good win on the old practice there. Just need to replicate this behavior. Yeah. It's just a bit harder on the on live to do those big numbers. But we just need to pull off some really high quality trades. And I'm really happy with that trade that we did. Very happy with it. Very well executed, I think. Cool. I really want to see how price formulates here. I'm really keen for a long here. People have flipped already on the tilt indicator to 60% to 40. But I've seen this over and over and over again. You get this big push down, people jumping in these longs, we come back down, we hit our stops, maybe for one last little push or a push up, pull back down, and people get shaken out. I've definitely been shaken out of those trades, and let's not do that repeat, hey? After making a really nice trade, we don't need to repeat that behavior. Here we go. There's that little flush to the downside. I'm going to add in a trade here. It's a very precarious trade because definitely seeing these pushes below from here. So I like the entry. 15 seconds left on this candle. I'm going to give us a little bit more room. Yep. Hopefully that was our wick down. Let's see. Definitely got room to go lower. My little fingers were keen to add. It's keen to smash that green button. But let's see. I'd be really happy to hit this 150 for a trade. Quick scalp. I think we will get it. Very high risk. I don't feel super confident in this trade. Yeah, maybe it is just at this next like little resistance / support we can see here. Maybe that's the spot. Let's see. Oh, this might turn into a loss. Let's see. You might have had a lot of people going long there. Let's see. We've definitely got a little bit more room to go. Wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I was expecting a little bit more of a stronger move. But that's why you kind of wait for these entries. So we haven't broken that wick just yet. So let's see. The structure is different to this. I'm just using that as an example. Oh, there you go. We might have just hit my stop. Still 50-50 on the NAS. Looking at this level. There's the pullback location. We definitely could go further though. It looks really aggressive to the downside, doesn't it? Still 50-50 on the tilt indicator. People are keen for a turnaround. Targeting this high just here. I'm going, oh, I was going to add to that. Oh. Oh, this is becoming a very precarious trade, Mr. Elliott. Very precarious. People really keen on a turnaround though. Catching bottoms, man. They're dangerous. It's a dangerous gig. I'm going to take the 212. Up 300. I'm happy with that. I really want to see how price formulates here. I'm very happy to be out of that trade, because I just don't know. No idea. We may get this high, which was our target, right? But I was nervous about that trade. And it's not an A-class setup, man. It's a C-class setup for sure. 70% of people are long on the NAS right now. But that is a dangerous game to play. Super dangerous. So we are settling down a little bit. We've got to see how this plays out. That's our resistance there and support. So maybe a re-entry. Oh man, this is precarious behavior. We're really trying to catch bottoms here, and smart thing to do is to wait, is to be patient. Bit of nail biting trading there. Hey, not bad, not bad. I think we managed well though, given the risky behavior. So very well could have trailed, not this trade, I meant move the stop down for the original trade a little bit more. However, I think it made a lot of sense from a risk management point of view to take the loss where we did. So it looks like I was right on that trade. So easy to get greedy on those trades. Very easy to get greedy. 58% of people are looking for a long. People want it to turn around. Man, I'm loving this tilt indicator. I love it a lot. Just gives me a little bit of sentiment balance, you know. Here we go, we're at those lows again. The key here is breaking this. Oh, looks like we're going to. Man, you'd be pretty upset in some of these longs right now. Ooh, I like the way that that's come back. Got 35 seconds left. 32, 31 in this. I like it. I like it. We're just going for this high. 15 seconds. Five seconds. Be very high. Happy taking out just this high here if we get it. Be stoked about it. This does look pretty. Looks like a nice little return here. I like this candle. On the 5, it'd still be looking... it doesn't look as bleak as I thought it was going to look. I thought it was going to look more bleak than that. But my exit location on the 5 doesn't look as good, I don't think. It's a healthy looking trade at this stage. I'd be very happy with 100 on this. So anything greater than 100 would be cool. Be cool beans. How's this formulating on the 1? This next candle will be interesting. Hopefully it can push. It looks weak though. Question is, do we add to this position if we come back to an entry? Because I like it. 67% people keen on a long here. It makes sense for a turnaround point. It really does. I'm playing it cautious. We've made good strides today so far. We really got to hold on to those profits the best we can. You just keep chipping away at the count. High quality trades, man. You know, I personally think the big trade we just made before, there's definitely a bit of luck involved in that. Like I said, it was really a C-class setup. You know, pretty high risk. Given that we've had this big push down, I know we were coming up with some key levels, but very precarious. So that question's coming up in my head right now. Adding to this position, not adding to it. Got some higher lows here on the minute. Just looking positive, so. But we got some lower highs. So we really need to start breaking this. We got divergence on the RSI compared to these. Hang on. Let's run it properly. It's really like this trade. Yeah. So I really want to see this break that high. 14 seconds left. I know we're looking on pretty small time frames here, and candles we're looking at aren't that significant. So we may play here for a little bit longer. Still 65% of people flipping a little bit. I don't know if someone else sees this short-term divergence I see. Whether it's significant or not, that I can't tell you. I'm just pointing it out. Really not breaking that high, are we? Are we looking on the 5? Does not look promising on the 5, does it? Something says to me, exit this trade and wait it out. We're not risking a lot though on this trade, so losing a Hunji would be fawning. Just want it a tick or so below that. That would make me feel a little bit more comfortable on the stop on this. But she looks pretty sad, hey. Are we gonna make another dip down? Yeah. People aren't flipping yet that much on the teal indicator. Still really believe in the long, but this looks pretty sad. I want a little bit more room on that. This is a little bit of a crazy behavior I just pulled off. So let's see, it could make or break the day. So let's see. Very risky behavior. The risk is very high on this trade. I'm gonna take the 460. Oof. Well, man, holding my breath on that one. We would have hit our, maybe would have hit our 500. But man, I was waiting for that next leg down. That was risky behavior. Risky. Risky, man. Whew. What a trade. 700 in the bank today. Whew. Whoa, shake it off. Whew. Crazy, man. Yeah. Whew. That was insane behavior. Like, literally insane. Yeah, we would have done it. Could have trailed it, but nervous, man. Nervous, and you start seeing those numbers. Don't mind holding a trade like that. That's, you know, risking not the whole account. It's not the whole account, but it's the account for the day, essentially. So, you know, that would be no. Like, okay, so we were up 300. We were risk. I think I had the risk at 900, right? At that point, I think it was. I have to go back and check the video. There we go. Look at that return, man. That looks beautiful. 75% people going for a long. Whew. I just didn't have the hands to hold it, bro. I didn't have the hands. So, but we had the, yeah, anyway, so as I was saying, we're up 300. I think we're risking 900. So what's left? 600 essentially. So we would have been 600 in the red on the day. We basically were that yesterday and we recovered it. But man, I wasn't ready. Yep, this is what I want to see. And I want a buy for 10. Huh, what happened then? Huh. What was that? I have to watch that back. Was that a loss or a win? That wasn't confusing. Oh, so it's telling we lost 15? So we just put a... Oh, I think it cancelled the order. Yeah, okay. Would have been a win for sure, so... Oh, wow, look at that wick. So, our target was essentially here for that last trade. We took it off about here. Man, this volatility is stunning. Absolutely stunning. There's such a fight over this level. Maybe when there's like big volatility in the market like that, yeah, they just cancel the orders or something. Not sure. So keen on a long though. But I think that long would have... I have to watch it back. If it got triggered, it went back up here, right? I don't know if it would have hit my take profit before it hit my stop loss. I would have to look at the 15 second. Just to check what exactly happened there. But man, I bet you this has something to do with people getting liquidated. I think you would have had a lot of people in longs. Oh yeah. Looking for a big move. Yeah. I think that probably explains what's going on. I'm definitely surprised. Ooh, I'm getting excited to take it long. Wow. How many pips is that? Um, 273. So the whole move over the last hour is nearly 500, right? Oh man, I bet you there's some people furious right now. Either in massive drawdown or... yeah, either massive drawdown or being liquidated. Yep. So our next big level is here. Time in a bottom, hey? Can we figure when that's going to happen to me? Got a lot of good support at this level. So... oh man. You know what? I'm just thinking about the trade we took before. That was really good. We could have very well been caught up in this. Like, imagine, right? We took our long here, we piled in on it, on the little drop down, which was really, all this is overshadowing the size of these moves, right? But, you know, these are still pretty significant. Still 54 pips to the bottom of that wick. That's a big move. That's not a small move. So we were in here, right? We added. So we averaged down on a position, which was super high risk. And we exited up here. Our target, well, we moved our target, but my initial target was here, right? And 2 more candles over. Horrendous, right? Imagine holding that and then hit out for 900. This wick probably would have tanked the account, right? Because it probably would have taken your stop down here or something crazy like that. Wow, look at this move back. 141 pips. Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. I want to be in it, but damn, man. You don't know when it's going to stop. that is literally midair. Like there's not a lot telling you. Like, you know, you got a few little bits of resistance here, bit of support here, some flips between either or. Right, so that's it's 18,700. So, you know, you got the psychological level there. Yeah, I guess maybe I could have gone back and drawn it out, but to me, that's really difficult to know. 70% of people keen on longs right now. Let's take a long on the practice for 10, but at this pullback location. Because I bet you would have had a few people pulling in longs here. And we're probably going to have a bit more of a play. Especially after a move like that, man. Wow. So cool to see that unfold live, man. Definitely, like, you definitely see these trades. You look back on the chart and you're like, wow, look, 500 pips, man. It'd be cool to be in that. Rah. But you don't always get to see them happen live. Last year when I was trading a lot, man, I got so many like massive, like 400, 500 pip moves in like 1 week, in a minute, within the close. Like I was trading the close every day almost, and it was just wild behavior. That's why, like, when I come up to the close, I'm always so nervous about it. Like, I'm so cautious. You just want to be in the right side of that trade. And I'm always trying to, like I was last night, trying to plan out, okay, are we going to hit this level and bounce really quickly? I'm looking for a high volume, rapid move. Let's see if we get an entry on this practice account, because it'd be schmicko. It's a cool move to be in. I like this. But catching bottoms, man, whew, definitely, they'll make your heart race. Oh man, great story. What's happened to me previously. So during the crypto bull run, and this is why I have so much PTSD about catching bottoms. It's not so much PTSD. I was more like great learning opportunity, I guess. So I was trading Bitcoin a lot on Binance in Australia, trading the levels. We were very bullish. This is back when we were trading around about 38,000 and we traded right up to 70 or something like that, US, right? And I was trading the pullbacks to the levels and then shooting back up. And basically it was doing really well. I traded $100 up to 2,000. Really, really good. I was really happy with that. I was trading not only Bitcoin, but a little bit of Ethereum as well. But you couldn't go too wrong, right? Like, the overall market structure was bullish. You didn't know how long it was going to go for, but it was early enough days that it was almost a guarantee to that point, right? So win a lot of trades and that kind of stuff. And I was entering a lot of these type of trades like we just did before. Pull back, pile in, trying to catch a bottom and move up, exit, right? They can be very profitable trades, and it obviously worked out really well for me in this circumstance. And then one day I was trading another coin. So there was another really low cap coin that And a lot of the coins, when Bitcoin moved quickly, they all got dragged with it, kicking and screaming the whole time. And essentially, I entered in one of those with high leverage, probably like, I don't remember how much it was, but it was greater than 20x, right? But the coin was moving, 50%, 60%, 100% in these swings. And me and my infinite wisdom, as people say, entered not only on Bitcoin, right? I also entered on the small cap coin, looking for the extra move. I knew I was going to be right. I was very confident about the trade, and if there's any consolation to it, I was right. We did get the rebound, but we had to bleed a tiny little bit more. And this is an example, right? What you're seeing right now. We thought this was the end. We had to push down a little bit more. People got knocked out of a few longs, rah. So it's essentially a similar move. And yeah, in this circumstance, man, I essentially ran out of money. I ran out of margin. I couldn't cover because I was buying lower. And that kind of behavior is super risky, right? Like we saw before, it could have gone so wrong, incredibly wrong. So yeah, essentially what happened, I ran out of margin. I got liquidated and I lost the $2,000 that I'd worked up from $100. So essentially I was down $100 overall. The rest was just profit that I'd made. Cool. That's fine. So after that, man, I struggled trading. Not completely terrible. I made some other great trades like in Raptorium and a few other coins, but they were more buy, hold, and sell, right? A few of them I didn't sell, and I should have sold. But anyway, that's a story for another day. Essentially, yeah, in this circumstance, that's why I'm looking at these trades and going, oof, high risk. Because I've been on the other side of it, been liquidated. So it can be super frustrating. So we might get the entry here. And I'm just wondering, it's because the way that's formulating. I'm just wondering if we bang it this wick. No, that entry's fine. We're just gonna have to move the stop, because I think these moves are a lot bigger than they appear right now. Yeah, that's like a 30 pip candle right there. So how big is this? It's 86. That's a 100 pip candle right there. So it's deceiving. It's very deceiving. These are the kind of trades you can lose like 10 in a row. Like enter, oh, hit my stop. Because I've got the automatic stop set up, right? Which is my preferred way of doing it. You can see how fast people flip on the tilt indicator. Change by 60% to 40. So we were at 72, 75. I have to look back at the stream, right? But, people were very confident we're going long when we were sitting at the price level here. We flipped. I still think we're going to make a little revisit here. Cool beans. Should also be focusing on the 50k account, looking for another trade here. Just getting the most out of this volatility today. If we cracked just over 1,000 profit today, that would be ideal, because from an account statistics point of view, that would make sure that we've essentially lost as much as we've made in one day. And in the ideal world, you'd like it to be a little bit more. Let's say an extra $100, $200. in one day. So then, at least from a statistical point of view, when we, trying to get this account funded, when they go and review all the trades, then we're in a better position. But it's interesting, isn't it? Like, that one day that we got knocked down really hard and we traded poorly, it took us, 4 days essentially to climb out of that mess. I'd argue on that day I wasn't in the zone. It's a fair point. I'm liking this trade on the live account too. We'll just be entering in for 5 lots. We're moving quite a lot. I'm asking myself a question at the moment. Excuse me. And that question is, are we going to revisit this resistance and support or this lower low? I don't know. Zooming out, it looks very bearish, doesn't it? Our divergence that we pointed out on RSI, it turns out we were correct. Look, some of the stuff, man, you like to claim that it works, but I don't have enough evidence to say, or enough empirical evidence, right, to say that it's 100% correct. What we pointed out was, like I mentioned, it seems fairly insignificant, because these moves weren't big. It was a little bit more obvious on the RSI. So we got people flipping. We're down to 50-50 already. So crazy. Sentiment changed real fast. Now I wonder if we're in on that practice now. Not quite. This is what we liked it for. I still like it. However, I'm hoping we get a little bit more of a week down and picked up on this move. Still got over 2 hours left on the day. I'm probably going to call tonight a little bit earlier. I've had a few late nights in a row. Some like 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m. bedtime, so I'm not getting up till 8:30, so it's pretty okay, but definitely need an earlier night tonight. We're only a few ticks away from getting picked up on this trade. People still keen on the long. Just be really interested to see where my stop gets filled here. Yeah, there we go. So it was just too aggressive. So we're not stopping here. My ideal trade here would be hit here and move up, but it was looking pretty heavy, wasn't it? I'm going to enter on the practice. We're catching the bottom. We're willing to risk a bit more than that. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm keen to play this on the practice. I want to see what happens. We've broken that low. See, we talked about that before. We weren't sure where it was going to stop. Siri keeps listening to me, which is very uncomfortable. So on my live, I was almost planning to move the stop just below here. That was my initial plan as I was thinking about it. But yeah, glad I didn't. I'm going to add to this trade. And we're just going to catch this move up. Beautiful. Cool. So, yeah, that's a nice trade. But high risk behavior. So I'm really interested to see what happens here. Will we make it back above? You know what? I'm going to enter along here. We're going to risk just below this low. And we're going to target return to here. And this is on the live account. I think this trade makes a lot of sense. If we get a small pullback to here, I'm going to... Will we add? Will we add? Will we add? I want to see a little bit more of a move here. But I like this level. Just for a scout. I don't like that. I want to re-enter. Okay, maybe I was just too aggressive on that. Oh, you got to risk more, don't you, Ellie? Okay, so as that was formulating, I'm thinking, hey, I don't want to lose more money. So we took the 30, so we're down by 20, right? Hardly worth it. Not worth our time. So as it was formulating, I was nervous that we weren't going to break this high. Wasn't willing to wait. I think we still will hit this level. Almost back where our entry was. Yeah. Exiting that trade like, it's hard to know. We'll see when it formulates, and then we'll make a decision. But it's just precarious, man, and it's not good to maintain that behavior. Yeah, this looks bullish. Just have to see how this candle closes. Alright, if we get a pullback here before we hit this high, then I'll be keen on it. But we have to pull back before we hit here. Have to. A little bit more. Looks heavy. 53% of people think we're going to go short here. We definitely could keep going to this low, right? Maybe that's the play. Maybe the play is here. That's the safe play. Because it looks heavy. And we're going to sit it just below it. Yeah, maybe this move hasn't been exhausted yet. And maybe the real play here is trusting this overall this structure and saying, hey, this is going to be a short, and just go for shorts. But actually, I think this whole session we've only done longs, right? Huh. I have to check. I have to go back and check. Yeah, I'm glad I moved that entry. Just the way that came down. Man, what a day to try and catch bottoms, hey? People will be fuming. Absolutely fuming. And, you know, it's great we've made money trading against the market, right? It's great. But in hindsight, looking at this, basically the whole session that I've been involved, we've just been going down, right? So, and we've been trying to time a bottom. It's essentially what we've been trying to do. Yeah, it's risky behavior. I think we really need to hit this. Hit this level. Yeah. Oops. Need to move that. Can I lock that? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna keep going, I think. I'd be pretty surprised if we pull back from this location. The first thing that was going through my head just before was like, at that top of that blue, I was like, oh, I should go to the practice, enter a short. Just out of interest, because of the words that I said after that it's essentially like, I think we're going to keep going to this level. It's my assessment, so. Maybe I should make good on that, because I like it. And I think the Stop is there, right? Yeah, it's that candle. We basically converge now on RSI. Yeah, I like this trade a lot. I was just about to add. If we come back up, we got 13 seconds left in this candle. I want to add just a little bit more. 2 seconds. Flips up a little bit more. So I do think we have to go down. I want to add a little bit higher. All right. Cold. Yeah, only if we get back to the top of this range, I'll be adding. My add is here, right? Let's see how it does. I want to go back and watch. So I wonder if we'll clear this low. I was looking like we might get my entry. Question in my head right now is, do I leave this limit buy here? Let's go make good on my comment. So it might stop a little bit higher. We'll just see how this comes up. Not yet. I've seen this kind of structure before. So what typically happens here is we get this bar of consolidation. Then we make a leg down, consolidate, and then move up. It's typically what happens. So let's see if that happens. Because it could be super frustrating trading these, because you might be going, okay, we're ready for our return up. And I've got kind of chopped up in these trades because you go, oh, this looks bullish now. You enter, next minute, it just consolidates more and more. So it'd be super interesting to see. I wanted to push a little bit higher. I definitely think we'll get a wick up here. Whether I just do a stop sell for 5 here. So that should put us at around about a $400 max loss. But you can see what I mean. You might be wanting to enter some longs here. We hit this, consolidate. Let's just see. Seems like we're breaking our RSI trends that we got drawn there. So let's see. I did enter up here, didn't I? Yeah. Cool. Let's see what happens. Be interesting to see if my assessment's correct. Looks good at this stage. But I've had this happen too. You get excited. You're like, oh, I'm gonna flip. Yeah, it's just a great place to get chopped up. Really good place to get chopped up. People are liking along here. So I'd like to see this close. Yep, close below. Cool. Happy with that. I would like to see this candle wick to this low here. That's what I'd really like to see. That's a really positive sign. That eat up. So let's see. Let's see if we get to the bottom of this range. If we get to the bottom of the range, I'll be considering taking profit on this trade. Just depends how we get there. It's a nice looking candle. Oh, looks good. Looks good. Just a tiny bit more, my friend. Oh, that's a good close. That's a really good close. So I think we will flush to this low. Oh, we're so close, hey? Okay. I'm surprised by that. I thought that next candle as it printed, I thought it was going to go down. So I am surprised by that. Because I really liked that way the last candle fell down with a good amount of momentum. And it didn't quite close below, but the next candle as it printed below it. So I was pretty keen on that trade. Really want this candle to close below the last open. Would be nice. I don't like that. Still real keen on this level as a take profit on this trade and an entry on this account. Really keen on that. Excuse me. That's a good close. We may still go back to this high one more time before we hit the low. So most people are keen on a long, 54%. We've definitely seen it before. Maybe this is the candle. Really toying with these lows, aren't we? It's great. It's a really good picture that's being drawn right now. We have to break this low. We have to close low here. That's what I really want to see in this trade. $22 seconds left on this candle. Oh wow, 422.50 will put us 20 cents over 3K profit for the day, which is pretty funny. So let's see if we get it. It's promising. You're so close. Oh, don't tell me that's the wick. If that's the wick, I'd be pretty upset. Because that is so close. Oh, man. I got a feeling that it is. You best know people have got longs waiting there. They know it's a good level. I know it's a good level. Come on. That's a great candle to the outside, that last one. Missing out on that on a tick. Oof. The thing is now, if we return to these highs, I'll be very cautious and be even keen to exit on a loss. You know what? I will take this because at this rate, the entry's here. If we get back down there, we may do. If it does it on this one, I'll be annoyed, I guess. Man, those are insane days. Look at the daily stats. Look at these peasant numbers there. These accuracies are really nice. Remember one of these days, man, we flipped by several $1,000s to a loss to win. But 2,700 is huge. Yeah, it's probably the right thing to do. I'll be pretty happy with another 150 on this 50k count if we could achieve it. Just wondering out aloud, we make it back to this high, turn around, down here, one final little bit of capitulation, and then we consolidate, move up. But that candle there doesn't tell me it's it. I really don't think it is. sell for 10 here. This looks really bullish. But pretty baller to hit this profit target on both of these trades. It'd be a pretty baller move. But that's nice. That's nice little structure that's being printed right now. But something tells me this is not it. It's not it. So an hour and 13 left until we close. So what are we going to do into the close? Really wonder. Cool, we're in on the practice. We need a little bit more room to move. 80 down is cool. Okay. Now, did look really bullish. So, really our next stop is up here, right? So, we do an entry to the upside here. If we get a little pullback, we put another entry here. And we're simply targeting that high. That's all we want to go to. I definitely didn't think we were going to rocket that hard. That wasn't my initial assumption. Close that order. Basically guaranteed to hit this high. Very close. Oh, I think that's a tick off, man. I think it is. It's happened to us again. Let's see. Our stop losses here. If we turn. Nice. Huh. Went higher than I thought. Cool. Happy with that. This looks too bullish. It's a pity. I wonder. It's a great question. Get rejected from here, pull down to this level. I just feel like we've been undercooked here on this low. I just feel like we have. Not like the market has to do anything we want it to do. I just feel there's a little bit of an indication of some. It is a round number, so maybe I'm just looking for some other confluence. Yeah, you got a few touches at that point, but nothing kind of pointing out at me that we're at some pretty strong resistance. But this looks very bullish, right? Remembering here we were playing on the practice, not playing on the live, so we're just getting some extra trades in, just for a bit of funsies. I don't think we'll make a full move all the way down at this point. I don't think so. It just looks too bullish, this run. So these kind of moves, they typically punch through. Typically what happens. This would be interesting. The stop is above that. I'll be happy for us just to hit this take profit here. So we could have got a little bit more out of that last trade. We'll take the 50. I think we might spend a little bit more time up here. Because it doesn't indicate to me that we're going to stop here. This level is getting to me, man. I really want to see a move. We've got... I'm just trying to find... So that's the psychological level right there. We were targeting slightly lower based on the fact that we've seen other bounces from that point a little bit lower. This is a fairly aggressive move, so yeah, I guess it's conservative, and maybe that's what it's about. Excuse me. Okay, we would have hit our 150 take profit on that other trade, so it's a little bit too conservative. I don't know why I'm so conservative on that account, but nevertheless, it's fine. Oh, I'm really keen to trade this into the close, but man, the early night is beckoning me. I'm not feeling tired, but man, this is so good for a short right now. I think another return to this level, and yeah, just so keen on this low. Really feeling it. It's the trade I want, to be honest with you. I'd love to hit just over that 1,000 mark on this account. Just love to do it. basically at the same point in this count that we were a few days ago, man. Like last week. %73% of people keen on longs. I'm surprised. Okay, Monday the 27th is a holiday day in the US. Memorial Day. Early close at 12 p.m. midday. So yeah, we'll close pretty early, are we, on Monday? Wow, this is interesting. So they've written here, if you're in a live funded account or an express funded account, not getting out of your position by the required time will result in suspension of your funded account, which is interesting. There must be some sort of regulation around that. Because it says check your account and type in the chart below. Yeah, okay. Super interesting. So, I guess on this platform and trading with Topstep, you can't hold longer trades, and you got to be out before the close and that kind of stuff too. So, there must be some sort of regulatory requirement there, kind of trying to move around. That's what I'd say they're doing. I'm liking this for a short, but I might have missed the entry here. Just reading the Discord. Well, let's go. So if I've blown 150k account, the charge will be 119 for the reset. Wow. I love this quote. No one knows until it's happened. So true. It's so true. All right. So let's pay a bit more attention here. Looks too bullish. I think we're going to keep moving. What would be interesting is if this ends up being some divergence. It's just really flat, isn't it? But if we hit this high, something like this, we made a turnaround. It's essentially, yeah, I'm really keen on a short here. It's the stops up here, and our take profit is down here. And we'll enter in another short. This little structure looks pretty bullish though. And I'm concerned that we will continue on. It looks just really nice. What are we in for? 5. I'm just so keen on this low, man. I don't know if it's blindsiding me from what the chart's telling me at the moment. Maybe it won't happen until we get to the close. This is what I was thinking would happen. Let's see. Because this looks so bullish. I'm going to enter along here, targeting this high. And this divergence is interesting. Not sure where to put this stop. It's just the structure looks so bullish, but it doesn't mean we have to keep going. Obviously, on the practice, we're betting in the opposite direction. So we really have to break this high, man. And if we break this low, I don't think this trade's any good. But things are moving pretty slow. Like, this is not a lot of volume to the upside. And it looks like it's peeling away. I just personally, just the way this is coming together, I'd like to see us get to this level. I'm just cautious, because I'd like to keep my profit at what it is on this account today. We've got to keep risking to make it, right? So yeah, it's a fair point. I like how bullish this is, but I don't like the low momentum. breathe. We still haven't broken. We've definitely got some divergence showing between RSI and price, right? So it has to break. This is a high, lower high. I'm just not that confident, and I don't like it. No, we're going to exit this trade, and we're going to wait it out. I'm going to wait it out, man. Don't like it. Just as simple as that. Because I'm just got in my mind about this low, man. And I don't like how slow this is moving. In the ideal world, I would like that to punch a lot quicker and just move up. Man, this divergence is getting to me. Yeah, I'll leave this little drawing here, and let's see. We talked about the validity. Oh my goodness, of this kind of technique. So. Probably close that for, oh yeah, $5. Must have moved at the last second. So it just covers our entry basically, doesn't it? So it just gets eaten up. Let's see. I'd be really interested to see how this turns out. You just have everyone betting that we're going to get a strong return, but we didn't get it. Got a few people flipped on the long to short side. I don't like being hedged against the practice and live as well. That was definitely playing on my mind, 100%. Because it's not how I've typically played it. I've just put in the high risk, generally high risk trades on the practice. So. Just responding to a message. Hang out with me. No idea what this is going to do at the moment, but it looks good to the downside, man. Here we go. Let's see. This could be a great entry for a long, or a fantastic entry for a short. So let's see. Let's see. We flipped. Let's see where it goes. Slow trading at the moment. I don't enjoy being in these kind of slow moves, and I'm really glad I exited this trade. It's just not interesting. It doesn't move quick enough. Oh man. Oh. I'm liking this for a short right now. So I'm going to enter short here. Our stop is above here. Targeting. Oh, there's two targets here. One of those targets is down here. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the chart just now, but I like this. I like this candle down. I think it's very reasonable. Risking 100 on this trade. 120. Very reasonable. Might take us a bit longer to play around this level. Respond to this message. Alright. Really need to break this 18, 7, 15. That's not positive. This candle really needs to close to the downside. If it closes back above this level here, I won't be very keen on this trade at all. Got 16 seconds left on this candle. Obviously, the deal breaker on this trade completely is above this high, but yeah, such a bullish candle to the upside, isn't it? Such a bullish candle. Yeah, I want to exit this trade. I'm going to exit. I'm going to wait it out. I was nearly going to enter along. But let's see. Because I just don't like the way that candle rejected so hard. I would have loved to see a much bigger push, which I think we were going to get. But this is just really healthy for a move to the upside, to be honest. It may not get a revisit to this low until like much later. Oops. Go away. We got 50 minutes into the close. So I'm going to close this trade as well. We're going to enter along here for 10. I'm going to target this high. We have to break this high here. Still got this divergence playing out. I wonder if I'll be wrong about this. I really wonder. Really wonder here. I think it looks good. Yeah. This is the kind of trades you get chopped up. And it's the stuff that I really want to stay out of, to be honest with you. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. The kind of trades that make you flip-flop. That's the ones I want to stay out of. Wow. Okay. We got it. I'm going to go to my live and I am going to get the trades down here. Yeah, so it was too early on the exit. So we've done a couple of trades like that so far, haven't we? Too early on the exits. Look at that bounce, man. Hmm. Well, the divergence on RSI was correct. Now, what's fooled me here for sure is this return. I didn't see that happening. I'd be keen to enter along if we break this. Man, I'm cool. I'm keen on some other trades here, but yeah, disappointing that short that we had in on both accounts that we flip-flopped on. We flip-flopped on it, which I said that this kind of pattern makes you do that. Very frustrating. So I think if we we have to break this. May not do it. Basically be keen on a little long here. So we've broken our little charted lines there now. So I would like just to see a tiny pullback. I wonder how many people got shook out of longs on this candle here. We definitely needed it to do that. So yeah, I'm really keen on some longs here. Oh, chuck another 10 buy just here. And we'll be targeting this high. Here's what we're after. So we might have got, I think we just missed the entry. I'm keen on that. Just move this down a bit. Get rid of this 10. We're targeting this high. I think it's the right move. We've had that good momentum to the upside. Kind of this exhaustion candle. I don't know if it's the exhaustion candle. But let's see. This is the stop loss. Yeah, I think this trade makes a lot of sense. Happy to be wrong though. I was just looking to add. It'd be super interesting if we still made another run down. If we make it down to this low, I'll be going in heavy there. For sure. Yeah, I love this trade, I think. Yeah, it's really hit this high. Yeah, it looks good. Our first point of resistance will be about where it's starting to try and reject on this trade. So only 40 minutes left on this session. I like this. I like the way that's forming. Go, you good thing. You can do it. Push up there. You can do it. Show me what you got. If we don't do it on this little pump up. We'll do it on the next one, I think. So beautiful. So good, man. We did it. And we cracked 3 grand on the practice, man. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Cool. I'm very happy with that. We got more than enough out of that trade. Let's hit that high. Oh, let's keep going. Surprising. Okay. More momentum there than I thought. I guess she got this frustration here. Pull back, push really aggressive, and move up. So, not bad. Not bad. Oh, bro. $860 on the day. Very happy with that behavior. We did well. Did really well. It's insane, the numbers I'm pulling out of the practice, man. Pretty happy with that too. So what does it put us at, the 50k? Yeah, man. So we're at $267 on basically the base. Excuse me. Basically the base balance, the starting balance. So while that doesn't seem amazing, we've come a long way from this point. So let's try and pile in on a few more green days, even if we just go 150, 200, 150, lose 50 kind of thing. That would be the game to play, and just chip at it. But I'm super glad we were patient around this level, relatively, right? So we entered in a couple of trades a little bit too early, and I was waiting for this candle down, right? This is the level we wanted, but we didn't get it. So, and this move back up really was the telling sign that that was over. So that's why I really like this long. I liked this long, but we got this first. So, and I'm really, really glad we had a tight stop on it. I'm really glad. It was the smart thing to do. So, really smart thing to do. Just the practice makes me feel like it is possible. It's possible to do. And I think with the screen time I'm getting in, definitely on the right path, for sure. The right path. We got 30 minutes left to the close. It'd be really cool. Like, I would be stoked if we got back to this level for a long before the close. Like, I want to capitalize on that. Just be really cool. %71% of people looking for a long at the moment on the NAS. 69% on the S&P. You know what we need to do? Is we need to get the sound working for the desktop, don't we? So let's do that while we wait. Input. Desktop. Doesn't show it. So we'll delete. No. Just the one we just added. We almost deleted our mic, so that would have been cool. Real cool, Elliot. Audio output capture. Maybe that's what it is. Desktop. No, then you get a double feedback. Window capture. Yeah, it'd be really cool if we get sound. Jack input client. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh. Man. I'm kind of feeling like I want to clear this chart, start again in the next session, start fresh. Because it's definitely getting crowded, right? And it just kind of blinds you a little bit. I really wonder what's going to happen here. Are we going to make a short-term pullback to this level and then pull up? Or coming into the close, are we going to do like a deadly wick all the way down here, pick up, and then shoot back up? Be wild. How's our at least our win rate's slowly climbing, 50%. It's crazy on our practice. Just absolutely killing this win rate. Like nearly 90% today. That's pretty wild behavior, man. How are we looking on this? 86% on today as well. So yeah, man, I really hope I can convert that to live. I really hope I can. Making good progress on this 50, so just got to keep it up. Just got to keep it up. Here we go. So are we going to make a short-term pullback, or are we going to keep going? Because it would be pretty cool. It would be really cool if I made it back down to this low. I'm just so excited for it. Really hope it happens. We didn't sound that excited in my voice. Oh, beer time, man. Celebrate. Oh. Cheers. These are pretty good beers. They're very light beers, so they're like only 2%, no 2%, and they're called Rattlers, and essentially they're just beer and like lemon or lemonade, basically. It says here consumo natural del limón, so like with juice of lemon, natural lemon. So some of them, if you go to the pub or whatever, they just mix them with lemonade or whatever, it depends. Essentially what we would call in Australia a shandy, something like this. Not a handy, a shandy. So, well, that's all right. I don't mind it. Even here it says it's got sugar, lemon. It's also got orange, naranja. Lima de Cerrada. I don't know what that is. Aparte de concentrados. So something concentrated. No idea. It's also got lemon extract. Concentrated of that. I don't know what that is. And it's also got aroma citro, a natural con otros aromas. So it comes with a citrus aroma, natural aroma, and with other aromas. What that means, no clue. No clue. Oh, it's made by Heineken here in Spain. Look, it's pretty decent. So if you want a light beer, just to have at the end of the day, it's a bit sugary. It's kind of like a soft drink. It's pretty decent. I rate it. Excuse me. I think we're good for a short here, but I want to leave my profit as profit. Today I'm cooked. Unless the only trade that I want is this one down here. I keep talking about it. But if we get that move, I'm entering. That's a nice reject from that level. Really nice. Sometimes it's hard to keep switched on, you know. After quite a few hours, we've been trading for a while. It is 2 hours and 45 minutes, so it's been a good session. But yeah, man, I'm pretty cooked. Pretty cooked. There we go. Keep going, baby. Give it to me. It'd be kind of cool just to bang in. Oh, we still have the limit buy on the practice down here. So let's see. 25 minutes left.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Well, it's a pretty healthy reject from that level. Excuse me, guys. Runny nose. Definitely could have entered a short-term long there. Yeah, I wonder if there's a timer. Just thinking, because we were talking about that yesterday. I wonder if there's a timer. OBS. There is a countdown timer for OBS. It's a plugin. Oh yeah, that's cool. I definitely want that. I'm going to install that, so it'll be here for tomorrow. But that'd be sick. yeah, I'm keen on that. My hair always starts off really good at the start of the day, but then I go to the gym and go to the sauna and all that kind of stuff, and it ends up being a bloody mess. All right, 22 minutes left. We have dinner and go to sleep. Oh, it's been such a good session, man. Not only because of the profit, that's huge, right? But also just my trading. I'm very happy with it. Done well today. I was just thinking in my mind that was going to keep going down, but it didn't. It didn't break that high, so let's see. A lot of these technical analysis rules are really contextual, right? It's like when you try to apply it to some ranging kind of behavior here, for example, where you can get short-sighted. I definitely did, right? Like we got stopped out of I think one trade on the live, and then was it 2 trades on the live? We flip-flopped, right? We were going for a short, then we went for a long, and then we went for a short, something like this. Then we went for a long. So I definitely want to stay out of those kind of trades. But you can see like that line there, it almost obscures your view, right? Like you get really narrow-minded. Oh, yeah, this is the level. We're going to move from this level. But you can see that it kind of just passed through it a few times. And it wasn't that significant. It wasn't as significant as it appeared. And maybe a better local resistance, just paying attention to that instead of just looking in the historical kind of lines. You know, we've got this round number here, right? So this is great for a short right now. This is going to punch through. Yeah, man. I was just thinking I wish I was in this. Are we going to get our low? Be crazy, man. I'm so happy about streaming all of these because it really just shows my behavior live, which is really good. So if you have any questions about it, I can just say, hey, here's my YouTube channel, flick through the streams. Simple as that. And even I've got it as a permanent reference. Really, really like it. There's still a lot of people going long on gold. I was just thinking, remember this trade we did earlier tonight, where we piled in, you know, and then just picked up this sort of run, how dangerous that trade was. It could have made or broke today, right? We probably would have ended up with just $200 profit after that if it didn't affect us too much psychologically. Look at that. This is a beautiful short. I love it. Love it. We called it up here. I really, really like it. I'd be taking profit now on this trade. Because, yes, we're targeting down here, but we got some great resistances here and support. So, it may pop up first. 17 minutes till close. Yeah, man, I'm so keen on having that timer up here because I can just see that on the stream and we can count down. No pasa nada. So I might buy another tripod. Pop my little camera up on that. Something a little bit higher quality. The webcam works fine though. Looks pretty good. You know, even though it's dark in here. If we turn the light on, like, it's pretty high quality. Oh, see that? Oof. That is better though. That we got that bounce from that location. So that was the right spot to take profit on that trade. Excuse me. It's a really interesting one, like knowing when to hold and let go of trades. Like, for example, we waited all this time, took this trade and took the profit here, right? Still made good profit. Very happy with it, right? But we had a little bit more to go. And I'm wondering, we've talked about this a few times now, trailing the stops on these big moves. And there's definitely a couple of circumstances where we got a lot more out of it. This was one, right? We could have trailed that. And also with this one, trailing that would have helped a lot. But it'd be really interesting to go back and figure out empirically how many of my trades, if I had trailed them, how many of them would have worked out. That would have been really interesting to know. All right. I don't know if we'll reach this low. Looks like we're going to punch up. We've got some convergence showing, forming, RSI, and the chart. Let's just see how this looks. As long as this makes a lower high, that will hold true. But it seems like we've, across this stream, we've talked about that divergence, convergence, mostly divergence, and basically every time it held true. So there wasn't one that it didn't hold true. Obviously this hasn't formed yet, so we don't know. But yeah, super interesting. It hasn't been I haven't held it in high stead as an indicator. I don't typically trade the overbought, oversold kind of stuff. Like that doesn't really bode well with me. It's a simple indicator. You know, people do use it and it does work. You got these, like just for example, if say you bought this because it was overbought over 70 and it's significantly overbought. Let's say you made it your threshold 85 or so you hit 85. Yeah, cool. You took that trade. That short would have been a good short. Sure. But there's plenty of circumstances where that doesn't happen. Like here's an example, right? You took this short, maybe, you hit 86. You took the short, and maybe you try to hold it, but really, you've only got this distance to go, and before it came back up. So you could have kept holding it, and it would have been fine. Let's just see if we can find some others as an example. Clearly, this is a good example for the downside for a long. Where else? I think one of these is a great example. Yeah, here, look. So you got this rising RSI, and then we got some divergence here, where it's just what we talked about earlier in the night. But you can see here, you're like, I'll take this short, right? But it would have fell back first, went up, and then it went down. Sure, overall would have been fine. This doesn't always hold true, you know. I keep showing all these examples that it works, but don't know. Some other examples, they all work. Kind of works. What's this? I want this one, the 87. Here we go. That's a good example. So I'm going to take a short. No. Ends up being long, right? No good. Here's another good one. We went down slowly. Had a lot of sideways action. You might have exited that trade because that went over an hour. Maybe, maybe not. But then overall would have hit your stop. So if you try to run this as an algorithmic trading bot or something like that, it doesn't always work. You got to turn it off. Here's an example that works on the long side. It's a nice long. Can't complain about that. Yeah, I'm wondering if you ran that bot, it's got to be some timings to it, right? Right time to turn it on, right time to turn it off. This is nice bullish momentum to the outside. 10 minutes to the close, so be really interesting to see what happens here. It's pushing hard. I think that's your short entry. So to get rid of some of these lines. So we didn't get the convergence pattern finish up. So we're almost gonna hit the high here. Let's go to the practice. We'll chuck in a sell. Trying to catch the top. The stop is really above there. Let's see. We'll enter another one. Enter another one. Enter another one. Large stop. And the take profit is approximately there, I'd say. It's definitely got room to do another leg. Got 10 minutes left. So when you get the move that we desperately wanted, just the move from down here. So we definitely could swing down here. One of the resistances is here. Seven minutes left. Doesn't mean we have to stop. You got 56% of people who are looking for a long right now. Doesn't mean we have to stop. I wonder if you hit the high. I wonder. Must be super interesting. We definitely afford to lose 1,000 on the practice for this trade. Definitely could afford it. But probably what's not a good thing, as you can see here, is risking more than we're willing to make. That's not very cool behavior. Not very cool. But we're just giving this trade a little room to breathe, because right into the market close with 6 minutes left, anything can happen. People flipping a little bit more, 61% looking for a long. Let's see. RSI indicator, as we were talking about before, showing 82. So let's see what happens. We're in for 20 lots on this trade. It looks really bullish still. So let's see what happens. Could you imagine if we broke highs into the close? That'd be wild. Because I definitely didn't think we were going to extend that high. Like, much higher than this. I'd be very surprised. Very surprised. I'm going to try and make that a 1-for-1. It's not that unreasonable, making it back down to that level. Will we make it in 5 minutes? That is the real question. Will it close us as the market closes? Well, as top step, sorry, closes the trading session for us. Will it close it in profit or at a loss? It's anyone's game right here. Oops. I'm just going to turn this light off. Ah, much better. Better on the always. Be cool to get some little background lights, set up a little cool background. Well, the other question is, do we fiddle around this level right into the close, just slowly move around? Could happen too. Could happen. Probably a really good idea to reduce that stop. All right. don't know if we'll get the bleed that we want. I'm cautious because 2 minutes left. So within 2 minutes, we have to close this trade. So I'm getting keen to close it just in profit. Because any profit helps, right? We risk a lot if we take this in profit for what it is. So let's see. We'll definitely bring this down in profit. Have to break this low, don't we? So we're breaking it. $400 is pretty good, man. Yeah, we'll take it. 3,500 is pretty good. That close into the close. I don't want it to pop back up and then it'll be a loss just for annoyance sake, essentially, because we're asking a little bit more out of this trade. And really, what would have to happen is I would have liked to see this candle fall really hard, and hitting this profit target makes a lot of sense. See how we pull back there? That's what that was telling me as that was forming. So there you go, markets are closed. There you go, would have almost come back to our stop. And just let's see, we'll get the alert very shortly saying that we're out for the day. Man, these sessions are wild. They've been so good. Market be basically closed now, I think. Be really cool. You'll see after market, we'll probably get this bleed. Probably get this bleed down. Still have quite some time after the market has its break. Until the market has a break, that is. There you go, markets are closed. So we've just been sitting at the same spot we took profit, essentially. So, yeah, winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's pretty good. So, I don't think this number's right. What are we at? We're at 10 grand. Ah, that's pretty... It's fair effort, man. It's very fair effort. Very fair effort. So that's like 16,000 Australian dollars. So, oof. It's been hard work though. I worked hard for it. Worked very hard for it. Oh, cool. We closed that limit order, which is good. Cool. All right, let's do a little market revision. Get the light back on. All right, blinders. Here we go. All right, so start off the day a little bit later than usual, so 7 p.m. We came into the market just after this push down, and we're able to witness this massive rundown. One of the riskiest trades we took on the day, like that, we did get that bleed after market. It's pretty cool. Cool if it happened before. Anyway, we entered a pretty risky trade on the bounce back up, which we exited with a nice profit, which is really good. Which was this little move up. We took it we took the profit at the top of this range here, and we could have taken a little bit more out of this. Definitely one we would have done well with a done really well with a what do you call it? Come on, a trailing stop. So that would have been good. Definitely could have got another 20 to 30 pips out of that, but look at this move after it. So definitely not something we wanted to play with. I was happy with exiting with that, and because it was so high risk, we would have possibly ended that trade if we lost approximately $600 down, which we would have had to work our way out of. So that would have been a little bit of challenge, definitely psychologically on the day. So we got a few other good trades in, which is really good. The only not so good trades really where we got kind of chopped up in this, right? We're looking for the direction, and the right time to enter was after this exhaustion and up here. So we were really waiting, and we were kind of firm headed on this move to the downside. So anyway, a really positive P&L on the day. I'm really happy with it. I did want to hit just over the 1,000, so then a maximum loss was essentially equal to our winning day. So that looks good on the stats, especially when they review the account. So it'd be really interesting to see when they review the account, how heavily they weigh this loss here. Probably what's good about that loss is that it was like 26 trades to get to that point. So there's a lot of stops, a lot of stop outs. So, and we turned it around from there. I think we flip-flopped on the Friday, and that's probably part of it psychological as well. And then slowly made our way out. So happy with it. Doing really well with scaling into trades as well. It does add more risk on the table, but can help me get a better entry. Seems to be working out at this stage, although it's one of those things, it could work out until it doesn't, and we just fall into a heap, really dig a hole that we can't dig ourselves out of, essentially. So because you can end up in a position where you have to try and cover the losses, buy more, and try and leverage yourself more. So I'm trying to avoid that. Now the practice, like we mentioned many times, we're doing very well. We're 10,000 up on the account, which is very good. We cleared 3 big days, 3,500, 2,000, and 3,500, with incredible winning rates as well, 82, 94, 90. And if we look back on the 50K, we're still sitting pretty good. It seems like our general winning rate is between 70 to 80, and this was the only day that it was no good. Now, I'd be interested to see how it calculates this, especially after today as well. Maybe we add a few more days in and it'll fix this. If we look back on the practice, it says 72, and it's not that far off, even though this says 50%. So I don't think it's taking the win rate from this, but then it's just it's calculated from all the trades. And obviously on this day we lost a lot. This day was interesting. You can see we made it 124 trades, 100 winning, 24 losing. So yeah, anyway, so even this day, this is 52. I think it was really around 26, to be honest. So I think it counts each buy a little lot, or not a lot, but every set of 5 lots, because I'm buying 5 lots trades essentially. So that's how I stack mine. So anyways, looking good, making some progress. We're $267 from the starting balance. I'd really like to see us get to halfway, then I'll feel a lot more confident, a lot more room to breathe then, and it will show me that this is not just luck. Same with this. because we could just be having a good run. It could be as simple as that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, if you ever did, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.